We are less than 1 hour away. Game 7, the St. Louis Blues versus the Boston Bruins for the Lord Stanley Cup. But before I start this video, I would like to take a moment of silence for my coworker, Ed. Thank you. Ed was a former coworker of mine who had passed away earlier this year during the NHL playoffs. He was a great friend, a great coworker, and a true sports fan. I sincerely miss him. And if you've been following my NHL videos, I've dedicated this NHL playoffs, my YouTube videos and IGT videos in honor of him. I had made a video where I had went to the NHL store to get an authentic hockey puck, which I have here of the Columbus Blue Jackets in honor of his memory. So Ed, this video is for you. And if you are down with NHL, Stanley Cup, Lord Stanley, Game 7s, whether you're in St. Louis or Boston, do the right thing. Subscribe to this channel as you've entered the sports opinion log in LexAnderson world. I'm your host, LexAnderson, and the two greatest words are less than an hour away tonight. Game 7, the St. Louis Blues trying to win their first ever Stanley Cup in their 52-year existence, taking on the Boston Bruins, who last won in 2011 and are looking to gain their seventh. This is the 17th Game 7 in Stanley Cup history. The home team has a record of 12-4. However, two teams were able to win Game 7s on the road. That would be 2011 when the Boston Bruins went into Vancouver and knocked off the Canucks, and in 2009 when the Pittsburgh Penguins went on to take on the Detroit Red Wings and knocked off their bid to become two-time champions. Final score on that one was 2-1. The Boston Bruins versus the Vancouver Canucks was 4-0, an actual shutout in a Game 7 of the Stanley Cup. So what do we have? We have super rookie phenom Jordan Binnington, who is sparkling after a Blues defeat. Let me see what I got here on the stats for that, because the kid is mean. The kid is nasty. He is 13-2, allowing only 1.83 goals for a .934 save percentage in games following a loss. That is amazing. However, his counterpart, Tuukka Rask, in Game 7s, he is 3-2. However, in elimination games this postseason, he is also clean, a sparkling 5-0 record with a .877 save percentage. So this is it, man. I mean, like, this is for the most glorified trophy in all of professional sports, the biggest trophy for any man, teenager, child who's played hockey and has dreamed of the big moments. Like Jay-Z says, no one will ever remember who number 2 is. We will only remember who won. And tonight, as you see, I'm dressed in royalty. I got the deep dark blue on because I'm going for the St. Louis Blues. I saw a clip. Nelly's out there. I've been wondering where Nelly is. I guess they finally dug him up from under a rock or something. He's out here representing. That's what it's all about. I've talked about the Blues being road warriors, where they're 9-3 on the road and they average 3.16 goals on the road compared to the 2.54 at home. So this is it, man. I mean, like, for your name to be etched in history. But I got some more stats, though. I've talked about the greatness of O'Reilly. 21 points this postseason has tied a Blues franchise record. But let's go into some more damning stats. Well, damning depending on what side of the ice you're on. The team that scores first in Game 7 has a winning percentage of 131 to 46 for .740 historically, including 11-5 in the finals. And like I already mentioned about the home team having won 12 of the last 16 home games, The home teams own a record of 104 wins to 73 losses record in Game 7, including, like previously mentioned, 12-4 record in the finals. So, NHL, like I've said before in all my videos, there are a lot of men of color who watch the NHL playoffs because the NBA first round, between the first and second round, with the potential for 7 long ass, dreary, sometimes boring games, nothing is better than the action, the thrills, and the excitement of NHL playoff hockey. And again, less than an hour away. Tick, 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 tick. Someone is going to live forever in NHL playoff Stanley Cup hockey lore. And someone will skate away the loser. And I hope that it will be the St. Louis Blues. Because if you don't know anything about the Sports Opinion Log in Lex Anderson World, hosted by your host Lex Anderson, that I hate, I despise, and I can't stand anything and everything Boston. St. Louis Blues, Road Warriors, let's bring it home. Because I want to see the pageantry. I want to see the extravagance. I want to feel the lump in my throat knowing that I, the prophet who had decreed that the St. Louis Blues would win in 6, but it's been forced to a 7th game. Make it all worth it. And are the ones taking the center of the rink, hoisting the Lord Stanley Cup high in the air and kissing it and waving it to the fans, because that's what it's all about. But if on the side of good, you always have something bad. And if somehow evil truly does not die, and the Boston Bruins capture their 7th Stanley Cup, well, folks, this might be the last time you see Lex Anderson making an NHL video. We will find out in less than an hour. Make sure to check out my video, which will be displayed right there, of my trip to the trip to the NHL store. Wait, is it there? No, it's probably going to be right here. You can subscribe to this channel right over there. I hope to see you guys and girls on the other side of town, the winner's side. Lex Anderson signing out.